This is the Gmail labels and start assignment. And in this assignment, you are going to learn how to create labels and stars in Gmail. These options will help you organize your Gmail inbox. So along with this page of directions, you're also going to have a Google Doc that looks like this. And this is where you're going to paste your screenshots or snips of the work that you've done. So let's go back to the directions. You can either work through the written directions on your own, or you can watch this video as I work through them. Number 1 says sign into your Google account and open up your Gmail. So I'm going to go to my Google account, and again I can tell I'm signed in because I can see my image in the top right corner. So I can click right on Gmail, or if you don't see this, then you can click on your Google Apps and then click on Gmail. And it should open up your Gmail, and you should by default be open to your inbox. Number 2 says change your stars from the 1-star option to the 4-star option. So to do this, we're going to go back to Gmail, and we're going to click on, we can go to the inbox section options, go down to manage inbox settings, and then that's going to by default bring us to the inbox, but we can just go over to general and click on general, and this is where we can change our starred settings. Scrolling down, you'll see stars, and then it says drag the stars between the lists. So you can drag one up at a time. You can also use these presets. So yours by default will be the 1-star preset where it just has the yellow star. We're going to go ahead and click on the 4 stars. So now there will be 4 stars that will be used in this email. After you've done that, after you've selected the 4 stars, you need to go down to the bottom and you need to click on Save Changes. So I had already saved the changes, so let me show you what it would look like for you. Again, I'll go through that. Manage Inbox Settings, General. Now I'll click on 4 stars, and you'll see I do have the option now to save my changes. So after you've saved your changes for number 3, number 4 says go to your inbox and star the emails that were just sent to you by Mr. Kunst. Each email from Mr. Kunst has a subject. Star the subject, or star the yellow star email with a yellow star. Star the blue star email with a blue star. Star the green check email with a green check, and star the red bang email with a red bang. So if I go back to my inbox, you should have emails that were sent by me, and we need to change the star. So if you look to the left of your email, you'll see a star that's not filled in right now. If we click on it once, it should change it to a yellow star. So now I'm going to go up to the blue star. If I click on it once, it turns yellow, but if I click on it a second time, it changes to a blue star. So the green check, I'm going to click 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and it should become a green check mark. And then the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that symbol is called a red bang. So now that I have starred these 4 emails, we're going to screenshot that or take a snip, and we're going to paste it onto our Google Doc. So going back to the directions, number 5 says after you've started the emails, the correct color and symbol, use your snipping tool to take a snip of this. Paste your snip in the table of the Gmail labels and starred Google Doc assignment. So going back, I'm going to go ahead and use my snipping tool. So Windows, Shift, and S because I'm on a Windows PC. And I'm just going to click and drag. What I need to be able to see is the subject of the email and then also the starred symbols used. So I'm going to go ahead, click and drag and let go. And then I'm going to go to my assignment here, and it's going to paste in this first, the top line of the white cells. And I'm going to go ahead and just Control V to paste it there. So now this shows the 4-star snip that I just took. Going back to the directions now, we are now on number 6. Number 6 says to create a new label, and then we're going to title this label WMAES. So if I go back to my Gmail inbox, on the left hand side it says more. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go down to the bottom, and you'll see the option to create a new label. The new label is going to be called WMAES, and we don't need to worry about nest label under yet because this one won't be nested under anything. After we've typed that, we're going to go ahead and click create. And you'll notice on the left hand side over here we have this label now, and if I hover above it, you'll see that there are 3 dots to the right of it. And what we're going to do on the directions is number 8 says add a label color of your choice. So if I hover over WMAES, I see the 3 dots. I can click on them, and then on the top it says label color, and I'm going to go ahead and select a label color, and you'll see that label now turned green. Going back to my directions, number 9 says create a new label called technology and nestle it under the WMAS label. So I'm going to go back and again click on create new label, and this one is going to be called technology. And then I need to click on this box to nest label under, and the label that I want to nest it under is WMAS, and then click create. So what this does, if you're looking over here at my labels now, is technology is like a subfolder or a sublabel under WMAES. So if I click on this to collapse it, I don't see that, but if I wanted to expand the label, then I do see it now. So with the technology label, we're going to go ahead and give it a color that's different from our WMAES. So I use blue on this one. So we are now on number 11. Number 11 says create a new label that says newsletter, and this is also going to be nestled under the WMAS label. So back to Gmail, I'm going to create a new label, and it's going to be called newsletter. And again, this is going to go under WMAS. Make sure you don't click technology because then it will become a sub label of that. It should be WMAS and then create. And you'll see it up here now. Same thing. Let's go ahead and give this a different label color. So now I have the WMAS label with newsletter and technology as both sub labels under that. Okay, we are now on number 12 of the directions, and we're going to again create a new label. This one's going to say gaming. So let's go create new label, gaming, and we're going to put it under WMAES and create it. And then again, let's go ahead and give that a color. I'll give it a yellow. Back to our directions. And number 13 says change the gaming label so that it isn't nestled under WMAES. It should not be nestled under any other labels. So I want to take this label. Let's say you accidentally put it under a different label, but it should be its own, not nestled under anything. We're going to click on the 3 dots, go down to edit, and then we're going to just click on this box to say nest label under. And now it's unchecked. We can click save, and you'll notice now that it has moved gaming up to the top of WMAS. It's no longer nestled underneath that. Going back to our directions. Number 14 says use your snipping tool to take a screenshot of all your labels. Paste the screenshot in the provided table in Gmail. So I need to see all 4 of these labels, so I'm going to go ahead and use my snipping tool and then just click and drag over my 4 labels. And I'm going to go back to my Google Doc here and 4 label snip, and I'm going to Control V to paste it in there. So now I see my 4 labels. Okay, going back to my directions, we are now on number 15. It says move your 4 starred emails and place them in the technology label. So on my inbox I have, these are my starred emails that we started earlier. To select them, we need to click in the box next to them, and we'll select all 4. And then to move them to the technology folder, up on the top you're going to see this folder with an arrow, and it says move to. We're going to click on that. Where do we want to move it? We want to move it to the WMAS technology folder. And now if I go down to click on that label or that folder, I'll see that those 4 emails are in there. So going back to my direction, it says click on your technology label so that you can see the 4 starred emails you just placed there. Use the snipping tool and snip the label and the 4 emails in that label. Paste the provided table, or paste this in the provided table on the Google Doc assignment. So what we're going to do now is we're going to use our snipping tool again, but this time make sure that you include the folders on the left there and then also the emails on the right. So that shows me that you have selected the technology folder, but also I can see the 4 emails that are in there. So I'm going to go ahead and paste that. And if that drops down to the second page, that's fine. But my snip now shows the technology folder. I see that there are 4 emails in there, and there they are. Okay, going back to our directions, it says go back to our number 17 says go back to your starred settings, add 2 more stars to your in-use stars. You should now have 6 stars that are in use. Use the snipping tool to screenshot your 6 stars that are in use, paste the screenshot to the provided table in the Google Doc assignment, and then save your changes. So to do this, again, we're going to go back to our inbox. We're going to click on Manage Inbox Settings, click on General, scroll down to our stars, and then just pick any 2 more stars that you want to add. So maybe I will do the blue and the purple question, and the blue one it's called blue info. And now you're going to screenshot this. So what I need to see in the screenshot is just your stars, so that I can see that you have 6 stars that are in use and then 6 stars that are not in use. And I'm going to paste that on my Google Doc. And then the last thing I need to do is scroll down to the bottom and save those changes. So now if I were to cycle through, you'll see I have 6 different options now instead of just 4 different options. So if your assignment looks like this, where your whole table is filled in with your screenshots, you may go ahead and submit that assignment.